Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Tampa.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago.
10 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bucs at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
This pass caught at the 4. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to throw again. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from the yard line. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown to win it all.
Instead of having to put fire in the air, the leader led. I like that.
And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys and pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin.
as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They go play action now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
All things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Gets past one man. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 34. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need to turn yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown,
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarter's number